We are starting the straighten up and fly right maneuver in preparation for parachute deploy. The navigation has confirmed that the parachute has deployed and we are seeing significant deceleration. Skycrane maneuver has started. About 20 meters off the surface.
We're getting signals from MRO.
Touchdown confirmed. Perseverance safely on the surface of Mars, ready to begin seeking the sands of past life.
Looks like we're getting the first image.
This is the most amazing thing. This is what NASA does. This is what we can do as a country.
Touchdown confirmed. Perseverance safely on the surface of Mars, ready to begin seeking the sands of past life.
Looks like we're getting the first image.
This is the most amazing thing. This is what NASA does. This is what we can do as a country.
Hello and welcome to another episode of NASA Science Live. I'm your host, Dr. Mujige Cooper, and we are so excited you could join us today. A new chapter of Mars exploration has officially begun. Yesterday, NASA's Perseverance rover successfully landed on Mars. Over the past 7 months, Perseverance has been en route to the Red Planet, and now it is preparing to explore Jezero Crater, a 28-mile crater once home to a river delta, in search of microbial life that could help us determine if there was ever life on Mars. And if you think that's cool, just wait, there's more. In fact, we've already received some incredible images from Perseverance. In this photo that you see here, that's the view looking down from the sky crane, lowering the rover onto the surface of Mars. In this next photo, you can see Perseverance's front right wheel on the Mars surface. The scientists are filled with such excitement as they discuss the rocks right nearby the wheels. In the next picture, you can see there's an image captured from orbit around Mars from the Perseverance's parachute as it is deployed and as it descends onto the Red Planet. That is pretty cool. This is personally very exciting for me because when I was in 5th grade, what inspired me to work for NASA is the search for answering whether or not we're alone in the universe. And it's been truly an honor to be part of the team that's venturing to answer these questions. I'm joined today by Gregorio Villar, Entry, Descent, and Landing Operations Lead at NASA JPL, and Dr. Kelsey Moore, Perseverance Science Team Member, NASA JPL ABC Lab. Congrats, you two, on an exciting and successful landing yesterday. Yeah, I'm sure you're excited. So this question is for both of you, but let's start with Kelsey. How does it feel to land a rover on a planet millions of miles away?
This is incredible. I have watched past rovers and experiences kind of from the sidelines. This is my first time being a part of the mission and the team, and it's a new level of excitement, and I cannot believe that we're at this moment now.
Awesome. Gregorio, how do you feel? You're a veteran. You've done this before. What's going through your mind?
Moo, I've done this once, but we never had images like the one you just saw. How cool is that? I've been so used to just watching animations, and just seeing that picture is just so surreal. And it just really shows all the hard work that we all put into this mission can be a success if we just work together.
If we just persevere. So, Gregorio, can you tell us, what is the rover doing right now?
Yes, I can do that. So when you go through a long road trip, right, you're kind of cramped up in a car, and our rover has been cramped up in its spacecraft for months. And so the first thing we want to do is really kind of like stretch our limbs, make sure our joints are okay. And that's what the team is doing. We're doing little checkouts of all of our mechanisms. We're turning on our instruments, making sure they're all good to go. And then eventually in a few days, we're going to do something that's called a flight software transition. So there's an operating system that we use on board, and we use that throughout the cruise phase of the mission. But now that we're on the surface, we're going to need a new set of capabilities so that we can operate on the surface of Mars and let the scientists do the things that they need to do in the future.
Yeah, I just listened to the press conference. They said it would take about 4 days to do the software transfer, so nice and steady, right?
Exactly. With something like this on Mars, you don't want to rush through it, so you do it little by little, just not all at once.
Awesome. That's amazing. So Kelsey, from your perspective as a scientist, please tell us what's next.
Yeah, definitely. So once the rover is kind of fully awake, as Gregorio described, we get to dive into the science. So I am a field geoscientist. So on Earth, when I want to learn about the ancient Earth past, I go into the field and I analyze big rock outcrops, and then I collect samples and bring them back into the lab so that I can analyze them in more detail.
Hello and welcome to another episode of NASA Science Live. NASA Science Live. NASA Science Live. NASA Science Live. NASA Science Live.
Amazing pictures from space. Elon Musk pulls off an engineering feat. He sent his own kind of rocket man on board a Tesla Roadster into orbit. Elon Musk has outdone himself this time.
But this is much more than a publicity stunt involving just a car in space. Let's start with the science. This afternoon, SpaceX launched the world's most powerful rocket, and it's a major milestone for the company. And this is a live look at what's happening right now in space. That's Elon Musk's own Tesla convertible in orbit. The driver is a mannequin he's calling Starman. But CBS reporter Manuel Borroquez shows us what came down is also making news.
27 rocket engines fired at once, sending the Falcon Heavy into space, and the SpaceX crew into applause.
Well, if you could hear all that cheering, it was an outstanding test flight of the Falcon Heavy.
The mega rocket combines the power of 3 SpaceX rockets into one, generating over 5 million pounds of thrust, enough to launch a 737.
It's a very big step forward. We hadn't seen a rocket this powerful since the space shuttle retired back in 2011.
SpaceX founder and CEO Elon Musk spoke with CBS space analyst Bill Harwood Monday at the launch pad.
What does the country think this rocket? I think this rocket's great for a lot of reasons. It's something that I think inspires the public, and you could actually send people back to the moon with the Falcon Heavy, with the orbital refueling, send people to Mars.
The payload on this test launch is Musk's Midnight Cherry Tesla Roadster, with a dummy named Starman. It's headed for an elliptical orbit around the sun.